Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And when I watch him play, all I think about is the word improvement. Every season in the league, he finds a way to get better, and has become just as dynamic with his arm as he has with his legs. 41 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions in 2024. His big goal now, getting his team to a Super Bowl. Plenty of success during the regular season. Now they want to win at playoff time.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And it wasn't that long ago that there were a lot of conversations about whether Jared Goff was truly going to be a frontline starter in the NFL, and he has proven all of those critics wrong. He's taken his game up big notches in the last few years. Now what he needs to do, sustain that success in the regular season come playoff time.
The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Counterplay, here's Gibbs. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Now Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Henry running right. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Back to throw. Goff. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Over the middle, he's got to Slaw.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Here's Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's Goff. That's complete to the Porter. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. yards here. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Gibbs straight ahead. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs from 4 yards out. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that
with a new stadium rising just to the west of us. For now, we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from Buffalo. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this
The
ball.
loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Allen working from the pistol. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good
things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
3rd and long.
319.
From the gun, here is Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That one good for 29.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta. And they give the Lions a 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he will get into the end zone. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And they will finally run him down. So, a big one there to start the drive. It's 39 yards.
explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll run the toss with Cook. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
10 at the 16-yard line.
To the air is Allen. That is Marcus Davenport in there for the sack.
A loss of 7 yards brings up second down at the 22-yard line.
So after one, it's the Lions who have the early lead. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Allen going to give it to Cook. Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. What a response. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Gregory Russo. Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
It is 3rd and long.
180.
From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, left side, he's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slav. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 38-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Goff to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
So as a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
Here's Goff. Open man is Jameson Williams. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. Sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now, Goff. That's hauled in at the 2. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Over the top, he's got it! Sam Laporta! Touchdown, Detroit! That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 14-6 lead. Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Now Codrington to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First and 10, and it's Allen. Forced to his right. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On second down, Goff. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. And, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A second down throw for Goff. That is brought in at the 10. And he is out of bounds. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
To throw is Goff. It is brought in the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions extend it to a 21-6 advantage. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now Codrington to return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Allen. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To the air once more is Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Allen going to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. 14 on the pickup. First down, Buffalo.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Off the play fake, here's Allen. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looks like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case,
And he will score! Elijah Moore! Touchdown, Bills! Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this two-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
We'll go play action with Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play taking it into the red zone. A big play to kick off this drive. 35 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Pretty curious decision there, Mike, to go quarterback sneak on 2nd down. It's typically something that we see on 3rd and 4th down. But in this case, the play caller wanted to convert this 1st down. Don't leave anything to chance, and he's able to get a fresh set of downs.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Here's Gibbs. Trying to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Rocked right. Touchdown, Detroit. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Makes the score Lions 28, Bills 12.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now Codrington to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Play motion. Here's Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. We've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Allen working from the pistol. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
To the air on 3rd down. Here's Allen. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Allen gonna throw for it. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Yassin. And he is gonna bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now Codrington to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert! Round 80! What's that?
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Bills 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they have the 1st down. So they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now they'll set up 1st and 10. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson. And the Lions are going to come up with a late turnover. But it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.